The worst way in life, the biggest way in life to fail is to let motherfuckers know what you want to do.
Never let them know your next
Never let them know. Yeah. So when I disappear, you know I'm doing something.
It's building up.
You know I'm doing something.
Yeah.
Upgrade your life in silence. You don't have to tell anybody you're going to the gym. Just go. You don't have to tell anybody you're starting that business. Just start. It's time for you to go ghost, bro. This is one of the last levels. You know, when it comes to self-improvement, we know who's really self-improving. We know who's really working when you can't even reach them. It's like, man, I'm trying to call my homeboy and I can't even reach him. I'm trying to call my friends. I can't even reach them because they're locked in, because they're really doing the things that they need to do to take their life to the next level. That doesn't mean that you can't call your friends. It doesn't mean you can't contact them. It doesn't mean that you can't talk to anybody. But it just means that you're locked in and you're finally putting your purpose first. You got to just elevate in silence. You don't even have to tell people what you're doing.
You buying a new car? Shut your mouth. You buying a new house? Shut your mouth. 99% of the time, the reason that your dreams not coming true when they supposed to is because we open our mouths too soon to the wrong people at the wrong time. We were wrong to share our successes to people who claim to be our friends. The envy and the low-key jealousy is enough for people to feed off of and tear down what could have been before it even happens. So shut your mouth.
Hey dog, can I be shut up with you? No one's watching you, and nobody cares. Just grind. That's your damn problem. You keep worrying about if people watching you, but at the end of the day, nobody cares. Stop feeding for other people's validation and start validating yourself. Because at the end of the day, that's all that really matters.
So many people might have been able to do so many awesome things if they could really do what they wanted to do instead of just, following the beaten path.
If you're succeeding at a life that you hate, imagine how great you'd be at one that you actually enjoyed. But there's so many people that are crushing it and then not fired up for what they do. Imagine how good you could be if you actually woke up on a morning and were excited for what you're about to do.
Throughout my 4 or 5 years of entrepreneurship now, there's been one thing I've noticed about every other successful person that I've met. One thing that allows them to get into the position where they don't live a life like the 99% of other people. It's something I have, it's something every single one of my friends has, it's something that literally every single successful person I've ever met has. And it's not something overly complicated. It's not something that not everyone knows how to do. It's something that's actually pretty damn simple. And that thing is the ability to work when they don't want to do the things that they don't want to, and to be able to actually put their focus into achieving their goals. Now, it's definitely not common for every single person out there to have these traits, but it becomes very common as soon as you start surrounding yourself with people who are in a position where you want to be.
Man, you got to have peace. You got to have rest. You got to go ghost. Because once you have a peace of mind, then you can lock in on a whole nother level. This is so underrated. Most people never really lock in because they don't have a peace of mind. They don't have a peace of mind. Their mind is always going all over the place. Right? Oh, I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about that. When you need to be thinking about your goals and dreams, you need to be thinking about your purpose. You need to be locked in.
I really enjoy this peace, man. I feel it. I feel peace. And I've been feeling peace for a long time. And I'm glad I'm at that point. And I'm glad I'm at a position to where I can control who I'm around. And I don't let any vultures get in my proximity and ruin it. There's so much comfort of being in solitude, bro. I'm telling you. And I know a lot of people who, they're scared to be alone. For what? Why are you scared to be alone? That's where you grow. That's where you learn yourself. That's where you learn what you like and what you don't like. That's where you learn what you're made of. That's where you get to see, what your character is in solitude.
The more time you spend alone with yourself, the more time that to understand who you are. When I mean understand who you are, I'm talking about without any outside interference, without any friends, without any peer pressure of wanting to be like someone else. The more time you spend alone, you're going to figure out, what your purpose is. And I say that because of this. God will talk to you. Start seeking in those moments of not having any outside distractions. What happens is things become clear. clarity sets in. And you're able to make decisions not based on what you saw that day or what you heard that day or what that person may have said to you. You're able to make decisions based on how you feel internally.
A lot of people's problem is like they don't know how to be by themselves, bro. Like you gotta learn how to be by yourself. You gotta learn how to be alone, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's a part of like learning how to love yourself too. So I'm in the snow right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not talking to nobody. I'm chilling, I'm looking at the snow, you know what I'm saying, the trees, the leaves, you know what I'm saying, and things of that nature, bro, by myself.
You just gotta do what you gotta do, bro. That's one thing that I can say. As long as you do what you gotta do, day in and day out, don't let up, keep applying that same pressure, keep remaining focused, keep just being diligent to your work, y'all gonna make it work out every time. You just do what you gotta do. Don't worry about what God gotta do. He's God, that's your creator. You stay in your place, stay in a child's place. In this instance, you're God's child. If you're not seeing results, if you're not seeing what you want to see and the amount of time that you want to see it, don't worry about it. Just keep pedaling. It's going to come back tenfold. God's going to handle it. He's doing stuff in the back end that you don't even see. But the whole name of the game is how you get up out of it. What are you going to do? It's a part of the story. If you didn't have no tough times, your story would be boring. Think about it. All it is God giving you some information, some substance for your book you're going to write one day. Gotta be interesting.
Remember, bro, stay blessed. Keep God in your life, because, bro, the second I started believing in God, like, bro, I was agnostic my whole life. The second I brought God into my life and started being grateful for everything in my life, blessings start to show up. I don't care what you believe. I don't care if it doesn't make logical, scientific sense. I'm a very scientific guy. I'm very logical. Like, I base my strategy off of statistics and math only. Trust me, if someone was not to believe in God, it would be me. But I've seen all the blessings He's given me. So I'm telling you, boys, put your faith in Him. But not only faith, you got to put in the work. You can't not put the work in and expect to get rewarded. You have to put in the work and blessings will come.
It's a step-by-step, day-by-day process. You just got to keep going with it. I can make you do it. No one else can make you do it. It's all up to you. It's a choice you got to make to yourself every day. Take advantage of this life that you've been given, bro. Because one day it will stop. You don't want to look back at your life and regret it. You don't want to be 50 years old wishing you could go back to your 20s. You're going to hate yourself. For you to even develop the desire to be great, you must develop gratitude for life. If you don't appreciate life, you won't even want to be great. Why would you want to be great at life if you don't even appreciate life? I suggest you take a step back, look at your surroundings, and think about how blessed you are. Even though somebody could be doing better, there's always someone doing worse. And once you realize that, you'll start playing with your life.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
That no one is ever going to give a shit about you, even 1% as much as you have to give a shit about yourself. No one cares. No one cares about you if you're a man, ever. Everything is conditional. You don't get loved unconditionally. And that's a beautiful thing, because that makes you strive to create your own value as a man.
Like, bro, you gotta stop. You gotta stop with all this I can't catch a break bullshit. All the time you're complaining, you could be instead hustling. You could be instead chasing your dream. You could be instead figuring out what you're doing wrong, trying to improve certain aspects of your life, getting your shit together, reading a book, meditating, something. Something. But this I can't catch a break shit is not helping anybody, and it pushes everybody away from you.
Isn't it about time you become that person you knew you always could be? How do you do that? You break mold, guys. You get the out of bed when it's cold, when it's early. You do something away from the normality of what you've been doing. Doing the same thing, expecting a different result doesn't work that way. You must switch up the mainframe. Switch it up if you want a different result, man. Why not try it, man? Yeah, get up at 4 in the morning one day. Just one day. And go for a run. Commit to one day. And see how you feel. As you're jogging it back in around 5 or something. As your neighbors are still asleep. Or as you're jogging it back in at 6 o'clock and your neighbor's just getting up, grabbing the coffee, looking outside, wondering, what the day's gonna hold for them. Well, your day's already provided something for you.
You should be a monster. Because everyone says, well, you should be harmless, virtuous. You shouldn't do anyone any harm. You should sheath your competitive instinct. You shouldn't try to win. You don't want to be too aggressive. You don't want to be too assertive. You want to take a back seat and all of that. It's like, no. Wrong. You should be a monster. An absolute monster, and then you should learn how to control it.
Out of the 100 men that go into war, 10 shouldn't even there. 80 of them are just targets. 10 do most of, or 9 do most of the fighting. 1 is a warrior.
You want to live a good life? Yes. I like to drink. I like to eat burger. Okay. You're going to pay the bill in the future.
Right.
I think the most important is to find the balance. Sometimes I can eat a burger or chips. Well, it doesn't matter. And it's important too for your mind too. But the most important thing is the consistency. If you have consistency, you're going to be good in the future, or you're going to be better than other ones in the future. This is my opinion.
If you quit, it's really easy to predict your future. How does that feel? But if you don't quit, if you go for it with no proof, you can't quantify it. People are going to call you crazy. Your friends are going to look at you sideways. But you'll have the opportunity to play in the game and stop sitting on the sidelines. And you might fail for a while. And you might have to pay your success tax. And you might have to go through 7 failures, 9 failures, 12 failures. You might be sleepless at night wondering why the heck you're doing it. But on the other side of that, you get to see who you're meant to be, who God designed you to be, and tap into your full potential, and there's nothing better.
If you pan it down here, you see it's about 3 o'clock in the morning, and there's not a car or a person in sight. People want to know where I find my strength at, where I get my strength. I get it from a lot of places, but right now, this morning, I'm getting it from, there's not a mother that's up. There's not a car, there's not a person. Everybody's in their bed, sleep, dreading that it's a Monday, hate it's a Monday. And I'm loving it. I'm loving that. Where everybody's getting weaker, I'm getting stronger. It's not about the running, the swimming, the push-ups, the sit-ups. It's about what those things do for your mentality. You don't get better on the daggone couch. You get better by coming out here and getting after it every daggone day.
The question of the day is, did you get better? Genuinely, I just saw that. Did you get better today? If you didn't, believe it or not, you wasted a day. No bullshit. And you wasted a day that you never get back. Time is the only thing, that's the only currency that you can't get back. You can get money back. You can get a girl back. You can't get time back. So ask yourself, did you get better today? Whether it's 1% or 10%. 1%, did you get 1% better today? If it's no, bro, you wasted a day.
We're up here because of 4 a.m. We're up here because of 2-a-days or 5-a-days. We're up here because we had a dream and let nothing stand in our way. If anything tried to bring us down, we used it to make us stronger. We were never satisfied, never finished, will never be retired. My high school English teacher, Mr. Fisk, I actually paid attention one time in class, and he said, he had this beautiful quote, and it read, "Rest at the end, not in the middle." And I took that to heart. I believe there's time for resting at the end, but for me, that time is not now.